Okay, hello. Welcome back to the stream on this beautiful hump day, which is Wednesday. Happy to have you back. I hope you're doing well today. It looks like we are live. Yeah, it would seem so. Twitch and YouTube. Okay, awesome, great. Welcome everyone. So I think it's gonna be kind of like a tradition already. I think I should give you off-stream update what I did when I was offline. So recently we've been working on this harness for the encoder. It looks more or less like this. Let me bring it back for you. Like the knob, and we have the bearing as well, and the bottom, and then we have push buttons at the bottom. So okay, the bearing is transparent right now, but that shouldn't be a problem. So what we've been trying to do was to find a way to be able to kind of push those buttons with the knob. So recently, it didn't really work too well for us, and it's still not great, I would say. But I managed to find like okay solution, I would say. And the solution is that I have changed these, because before they were like straight. So now I did like a round edge. So they are very, very small at this moment. And I also stick to, I think this is like 45 degrees rotation for this part that is actually holding the bearing for us. Maybe I can change the color of the bearing too. Yeah, so this is, yeah. So don't get confused that they are a bit like lower, eating into the bearing, because it turned out that this edge on the bearing, which actually I can change a little. This one is a little bit round, maybe more like this. Yeah, something like this. I think I will leave it like that, and I can show you later on the workbench. So more or less, this is how it looks like now. And if we jump to the workbench, yeah, I have it over here. So this is the current design so far. So if we can manage to cram in the 5mm encoder, which is this one, so tiny I can't even see what's the size on it. Yeah, I guess this one is 5. I don't think I have any. Oh no, this one is 5. Yeah, these are 5mm. So I think we can cram this one inside, and then we'll be able to use the 4th button. And currently this kind of works, kind of doesn't. If I put it inside, I believe that the issue is that there is the 4th button is missing over here. So it's not that really good to press, but like we can press it like that. I'm not quite sure if you can hear. No, you can't hear it. So the click is not that audible. I think it's because of the encoder, but the encoder is rotating smoothly, so it's not really being held by those keys, by those switches underneath. And if we have it like flat on the table, so there isn't that much tactile feedback when pressing, but it's definitely pressing. So I think we can finish this design maybe today. We can try to fit in the small encoder, add one more button, and then try to print it, and then we can see how it works. And we can save it for later, because I said that there is one more design that I wanted to try. I wanted to put the switch underneath the encoder. So then we'll be pressing the whole thing, the knob, together with the encoder. But yeah, that might be also troublesome because it's going to be very difficult to push it with the bearing inside. So we either need a mechanism to allow the whole thing, the knob and the bearing, to be able to be pressed a little. Maybe we can do it somehow with the shaft that goes inside. Or maybe everything will be sitting on top of the button, or on top of the push button. So when we press, we'll be pressing everything together. So the knob together with the bearing, everything will be moving together with the encoder. Everything will be moving down and pressing on the push button. So this is when we can get our click. So for the volume, that could be a mute. But I like this design because it gives us 4 keys. We can have like 4 different keys to use. Like if it was a volume, for example, knob to change the volume. So we can have, as I mentioned before, we can have a mute on top, play pause on the bottom, and for example, left and right could be like next track or something like that. If it was a scroll, I was also thinking, like I said, oh, there aren't that many like features that you can use with a scroll. But then, for example, let's say you have an app that has tabs open, and usually a shortcut to jump between the tabs is like Control Tab, and then if you want to go back one tab, then it's like Control Shift Tab. This is kind of a default shortcut, I would say. A lot of apps is using this shortcut to move between the tabs. So maybe we can have that for the scroll. That would be kind of cool, I think. So it does make sense to have more switches, more options to use with this. So far it's not that bad. So this is what we're gonna be doing probably today. Then on the last stream, we were trying this, which is our contraption to check how these encoders really behave in real world scenario, like if you want to use it in a keyboard. So initially I was having some issues because when going like one way, either clockwise or counterclockwise, occasionally it would pick up like a different key. So let's say later on I was testing, I changed it to A and B, to output A and B when I'm turning. So I could see like a stream of A's and then occasionally a B, letter B. So it was my fault, of course, as usual. I am the one to be blamed for this issue. So it turned out that the resolution in QMK for the encoder, you can't really change it lower to have more responses per dent. Like I was thinking, oh, if I change the resolution to 1, so then I should have an output every dent. Every time I can feel that the dent kind of like clicked, then I should get an output, but that's not the case, sadly. So we have to switch it to 4. I can show you the code. So yeah, I was even trying to figure out if this new feature that is treating the encoders as keys and just pumping the all the signals from the encoders, they just go through like normal keys. This procedure is not really needed anymore. Like we don't have to check for specific, we don't have to respond to the encoder update, but both methods work the same way. So that's not much of an issue. So yeah, I was trying different things. Nothing really helped. So I can't really use the resolution of, different than 4. So with the resolution of 4, everything works fine. And I think I might be even able to do like a quick demo for that. Let's see. Okay, I will try to plug it in. I hope I won't kill the stream. Okay, so there we go. And As you can see, with the resolution of 4, I have very clear output. I have just letter A's. Not sure if you can see it. Maybe quick jump to... Yeah, so as you can see, it's very nice, very responsive. But of course, I don't like it like that because there is quite a number of dents that I can feel that it moved before I can see the output. So it should be 1, 2, 3, yeah, more or less like 4. Let's see when we have the output. Okay, so this is, we have B now, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I would rather have it respond to every click on the encoder. And I have this done actually, because on my keyboards, all of my keyboards, I am not using the default implementation from QMK about regarding the encoders. I do my own reading from the pins and decoding. So I think this should work. So first thing first, today I'm gonna dismantle one of my early prototypes. I wanted to dismantle it a long time ago after we built the keyboard on the previous stream. But then I was thinking, oh, maybe I should just leave it, might come handy. And today is the day when it will actually come handy. So I'm gonna hook up this encoder to my old prototype, because I think the function that is running there, that is decoding the encoder input, is actually... Okay, now I see there is some buffering error on YouTube. Oh, that is odd. Let's take a look what's happening. Okay, that is very, very odd. I never had that before. It doesn't look like my PC is too busy with buffering. Okay, let me do a quick check if we have any output on YouTube. One more second. Okay, seems like it's working. I'm not quite sure what's happening. What does it want from me this time? Okay, it says to open some kind of a widget. Okay, we have an error. Stream status poor. Okay, I guess there's not much I can do about it right now. Yeah, but I just checked and it seems like we do have output anyway. Okay, so let's get to work. So first thing first, we're gonna try to hook up this encoder to my old keyboard. And I'm very curious if I'll be able to have an output every step of the encoder, because all of my current encoders work like that. So I suppose that this one should work the same way. But still, I wouldn't want to be surprised when I build like Chordie and then I try to scroll and it will be like missing steps, or I will be only able to do every 4 steps, which I really don't like. So, okay, let's get to it. Sadly, for this one, I don't really have a detachable cable. So we have to deal with this one. But it shouldn't take long, 5 minutes maybe, to attach this encoder. depending how long it takes before I am able to remove the bearings from the chassis. Okay, one more to go. And these are so easy to lose. Okay, I still have the ball. Where should I put it? Okay, so there is nothing left that we can lose right now. So I guess I have to remove the bottom plate to get to the PCB. Okay, I had to start a stream on my other computer just to be able to see if it's really working. So yeah, so far I still see the message on YouTube that the stream is poor quality, but it looks to be okay. Okay, so we have the bottom plate off. So our encoder is over here. Maybe from here will be easier to see. So this is our encoder. Of course, I have no idea what is what. Oh, no, actually I should be able to tell. So these two pins on the bottom, this is the switch. So we can skip these two. And then we have A, B, and C. And I think the last one is the common one. So we can connect the common one to our blue one, but okay. I think I will need to prepare some new wires for it. Because over here I have these. Oh, these are good for the pin headers, and I don't really want to spoil them with solder. So yeah, let's remove this. At first it was difficult to solder them in, and now it's difficult to remove them. Okay, we have one off. Second one. Okay, so I need 3 wires. So we have 2 and one more. Let's go with the orange one. Okay, let me just quickly strip them. Okay, the question is, aren't they too long a little? Yeah, maybe this one. Let's trim it. Okay, now it seems the stream connection is excellent on YouTube. That is great. Not sure what happened. But okay, that's great. So at least we know it's working. Okay, so going back to our encoder, let's attach those wires. And one more left. I hope it's gonna work the way I'm expecting it to. Okay, this one is too long. Oh, hello there, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm good. How about you? Thanks for joining. Happy to have you, as usual. You haven't missed much. I was just talking about what I did off stream. And now I am trying to connect this encoder that we've been testing on the last stream. That wasn't really working, but it turned out the issue was me. So I had to use resolution of 4. I can't really change that. And after I used the resolution of 4, the encoder started working perfectly fine. There were no odd readings from it. So doing clockwise was spawning only one letter and counterclockwise the other. So no issues. What I would want to do, I will try to connect it to my old prototype that I haven't dismantled yet, and this turned out to be a good decision. And I would like to see, because over there I have a custom function to handle encoders like that. So I'm actually reacting to every step of the encoder. So like in QMK by default, if you use the resolution of 4, so you have to do like 4 clicks if you have the one that is that has like a tactile feedback when you rotate. So you can feel like four clicks and then you have an output, which personally I don't like. I would like to have it like every click to have the output. I think this is way better. So I have that with a different encoder on my older keyboard. So I'll try to connect this to the old one and hopefully it will work the same. So that's what you have missed so far, which isn't much. So I have this done. Great. Yeah, we see if it's great. If it works, it's gonna be great when it works. So far it's not great. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, which most probably I don't, that doesn't really matter. The common pin should be the one that is here. That is the red one over here. So the last one. And on our encoder, I think the right one. So the blue one. So I'll try just connect like that. Of course, it doesn't want to hold. I think I will just remove that. That's why I don't like hand wiring stuff, because when I need to connect two wires to one point, usually neither of them will stick. Everything will just come loose, and this is super annoying. Okay, I will desolder all of them. I mean just those three, because the top is just the switch, so we are not interested in that. Okay, so I said the blue one is the common one. Okay, and then we have A and B, and it doesn't really matter as long as they're connected. And one more. Alrighty. Okay, so I think we can try to plug it in and shut down the stream, or maybe not. Let me clean this up. Well, we're gonna be, okay, anyways, we're gonna be scrolling. So I need a page. I think we can use our favorite page for scrolling, which is QMK, all the key code list. That is kind of long. Okay, we might not be able to see if it's if we have jumps, but most probably we won't. Okay, let's just plug it in. I can't wait to see what happens. Okay, stream is still on. Okay, what do we have here? Okay. Oh no, actually, it behaves the same way. Okay. So I thought I have it like a different way. But still, yeah, it looks like it's every 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so looks like I'm not doing it any different. Okay, let's take a look at the source code. I think I should get a new window for that. Well, at least we know it's working. Oh no, it's the same source. Okay, I got it wrong as usual. Anyways, we have our matrix over here. Okay, so I'm using the same one. I'm also using a resolution of 4. But I think for me, okay, let's take a look. I wonder if I can change that, because I don't think I'm using it the same way. Okay, so this is how I'm reading it. Because every position either adds 1 or minuses 1, or if it's a unknown position, then it's a 0. So like with every reading, we got like +1, +1, +1, +1. So then when I hit the resolution, it should output. Okay, so it's either minus or plus. Okay, let's try to change it. Let's try to, let's do 1. I haven't started the machine yet. Okay, give me a sec. It takes a while to start for the machine. Shouldn't take long. I think it's up already. Okay, no display yet. But I think I can copy the source code, so I suppose the machine is working. Yeah. Okay, so I think I would be better off with just using telnet instead of trying the UI. Oh, come on. Why is it taking so long? As usual. Oh, it's a good moment to have a drink. Hey, Rudo Brody, how's the audio today? I did some tuning. I hope it's better than last time. I wasn't quite happy with the previous audio quality. Very good. Okay, that is great. That is good to hear. Okay, finally it's working. Yeah, I really should just go with telnet and just forget about this thing. Okay, so still remembers the old command. Okay, we have warnings, 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 and okay, seems to be seems like it compiled. Okay, so we have our flashing utility. Okay, we have this. Let's go auto, and okay, I have to flip it over. It's good to have boot magic working, as you can see. Yeah, okay, so it's changed already. So now we have our resolution of 1. And let's take a look how it's gonna behave. Okay, now I have a response with every step, but I don't trust it that much. I think we should change it instead of just rotate, instead of scrolling. I think I will just output A and B, and then we will have like a definitive answer if it's really working, or do we have any like rogue letters in our output. So it would seem that my implementation is a little bit different. So if I change the resolution to 1, I get an output with every step. Although don't know if it's the correct one, but it works, so I'm okay with that. At least it looks like it's working. Okay, let's take a look. Where do I have the... I need to find my scroll. The source code is one huge mess, actually. I've been just adding and adding stuff. No cleanup, no nothing. It definitely needs some refactoring. Okay, so I am just swapping the matrix. So I have right and left. So they are somewhere in the key map. It would seem so. Okay, where are those? Where is this encoder? Okay, I think I have it here. Okay, process record user. Yes, right. So this is vertical scroll, and this is horizontal scroll. Yeah, okay. So I do it. Okay, I think I'm doing it this way because I'm not even importing the mouse module for this keyboard. I am not using mouse keys unless I think they are needed for, like, if you want to have a mouse output. And I just do it. I will just edit the mouse report that is being sent from the keyboard to the PC. So I will just like inject that there was a scroll over there. So this way I don't really need all those defines and all this stuff. So that's fine. So we know that's the one, but we would like to tap a key code somewhere. I think there was a feature called tap key code or something like that. So okay, what I need to do, I think I will just comment this, and I think it was tap code, yeah. And let's do KCA, and let's do like this. So this is gonna be, oh, it doesn't really matter if it's up or down. And over here, uh, let's do it like this. Can I toggle line comment for that? Yes, I can. So that is good. So here we will tap the code KCB. Okay, I hope that is enough to make it work. So what we did, we just disabled the scroll, horizontal scroll. Oh, sorry, vertical scroll. The horizontal will still work over here. Okay, so instead of scrolling, we'll be just outputting A and B. At least that's the idea behind it. See how it turns out. Oh, that was a fast compilation, and I don't like it because did it even? Okay, let's try sending again. Okay. Uh, okay, now we have an error. What is wrong? I think okay, I think I know what is wrong. Okay. I removed too much. Let's try again. Okay, looks like it's fine. Okay, let's try to flash it. I think we can go back to. Can I make it bigger, maybe? Okay, doesn't look like it's zooming too much. Okay, so let's take a look. What happens now? Yeah, perfect. So we have a clean output and no missed steps. Oh no, actually going backwards. Okay, I think it lost. Okay, it was working for a while. Okay, it just desoldered. Okay, so that is fine. Everything is under control. Almost under control. So when I noticed that we have like AB, 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 I was like, oh shit, it's not working. But then I realized that the wire just detached. Maybe we can give it some more juice to hold on to. I think it's a little bit too long. I will just trim it a little. This wire is like sticking out quite a lot. Okay, now it should hold. At least for a while. Oh, I also detached from the keyboard itself. Oh wow. That is actually a disaster, to be honest. At first I was thinking yesterday maybe I should just use Chordie and or just copy some code from Chordie and to be able to check. but then it was already too late to do this much. And then I realized I don't need to really copy anything. I can use my old keyboard for that. Just swap the encoder for this one, like so, and then we can play with it without putting too much effort. As you can see, it's very messy. I can't really have it like upside down because it would be pressing some other keys. Yeah. And I think I need to have it like this. Okay, are we still on the... Okay, let's do a split, or maybe... Shit, another cable just disconnect. Holy, damn it. That is really sloppy soldering, it would seem so. Okay, I hope that it will hold this time. Okay, I guess we are on. Okay, so it's not all sunshine and rainbows because... Oh, so no. Okay, now it's okay. I don't really know if there are some wires touching or what. So if I go too fast, it will kind of lose. Okay, well, I guess we are bound to... Let's change it to 4. Let's see what happens if we are on resolution 4. So maybe my implementation is not that much different. Where are we? Over here. Okay, so... Have a flash. It looks like it's flashing. Okay. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Yeah, so it looks like it's okay. Well, okay, it works. We're gonna maybe worry about it later. It might be possible that if you want to achieve this, maybe we should pull up those two pins, the A and B, because like looking at some old schematics, I remember like there was this testing schematic. So there was a 5K resistor to VCC for A and B terminal. So that might be the issue. Can we pull them up now somehow? But technically we could. I do have some resistors and we can just plug them into... that might be tricky actually. Okay, give me a sec, I will just grab the resistors. Yeah, I think I can remove that for now. Okay, so we need 5K. That's gonna take a while. Oh, we have 5.1. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, I see that there is yet another issue with the stream to YouTube. I don't know what's happening with it. YouTube is misbehaving today. Very odd. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Hey, Rudobrody, are you still there? Is the stream okay? I keep getting some errors from the YouTube. Not quite sure what's happening with it. Yeah, YouTube is okay. Okay, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, YouTube is okay. Okay, that's great. So where were we? Okay, I wanted to check the schematic that I was talking about. So that was, I think it was EC11 from Mauser, and like if we open, the first one should be good. And there's a data sheet over here. And there was this diagram somewhere. Oh, there you are. That's the one. This like a test circuit. So if we can have these resistors, it says 5K. But it says also it needs some debouncing. Okay. So we have this one. Okay, wait a second. I need to check something because, like, in my case, this is not ground. Okay, I think I have a different way. So pulling it up doesn't really make sense because uh, okay, let's jump to easy EDA quickly. And yeah, exactly, because I have the column is actually over here. So no, it's not gonna work like that. So this won't really help us pulling those up. I mean, there's no point because they are most probably up already, or maybe down. And I think the column goes up. And where do we have the switch actually? Oh yeah, okay. So it's being read from the row. So that's not gonna help. So I guess we are stick to this for now. Well, at least we know it works. So that was a waste of time looking for those resistors. Okay. One more test before we go. Okay, now it stopped working. Okay, so one key is missing. I mean, one wire. Okay, seems to be fine. Okay, so I would just, so I guess I can desolder it right now. So okay, at least we know it's working. It's not quite what I wanted, but maybe we can fix it in the software later on. But at least we know that these encoders, the mouse encoders, they work with the default resolution of 4. Everything is fine. So it should be good. And we also know that those wires, they don't really work too well. Okay, maybe I should bring it back. And I forgot which one was what. Just in case I need to use it in the future. Let's take a quick look. Okay. So we have green, black, and red at the bottom. Okay, we have it back. Maybe I should try if it even works. I'm under like an impression that if I connect this keyboard, then it starts complaining. I mean, the YouTube starts complaining. Okay. And I got it wrong. Of course, I got it wrong. So we have only one way rotation. Okay, red is at the bottom. Okay, so I need to swap these two. 3 wires and I can't even remember how to put them. But I guess it's not only my issue. Okay, let's test it before I say that it works and close the lid. Okay, B and A. Okay, that's fine. It looks like it really works this time. Okay, so put the lid on back. Good that I didn't disassemble it. It came handy. And I guess now I have a good reason not to. Just put back the bearings and we can move it to its resting shelf. And pop the ball in. Okay, awesome. Okay, I think I should also desolder these because we won't be needing them. Okay, so I guess we know that it works. So we are safe to use those mouse encoders. Should be fine. Whether I'll be very happy using them, I don't know yet. Depends if I can change the stepping. So I'm not really happy with this resolution of 4. I would rather have a response like every step I take. But I hope this is something that we can fix in the firmware. But I guess we're gonna worry about it later. So I think that one was kind of a success, I would say. Okay, going back, I also received one of those magnetic encoders that I was talking about. I think the name is MT6701. So I was expecting them to be a little bit bigger, to maybe hand wire, because from what I remember, if we can take a look at the schematic, 6701. Do we have a data sheet somewhere for this thing? Oh yes, there is. So this one had the output that I was very interested in, which was AZY. ABZ. Okay, this one. So actually it has actually two types of outputs. It's ABZ and UVW. So like looking at the schematic, how to make it work, well, we only need a capacitor, but I was thinking maybe if we can skip it and just, well, this diode is only recommended, so of course we're not gonna bother with it since it's only recommended. Yeah, but I was looking at this and it looks kind of like the normal. So we would be interested in A and B output. And I was curious, like, can we really read anything out of it just by trying to read just those two inputs, like without any configuration or anything? So which are the outputs? 6, 7. No, actually, we are interested in 6 and 7 only. Okay, so that will be this one, these two. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be very difficult to solder, like by hand, because it's so tiny. Yeah, I guess we have to wait because I also have the same chip, but on a PCB, something like this, but with a different chip. So I think we will wait for that. Yeah. This one maybe we can try, like if we happen to know that it really works, then maybe we can try to squeeze it into our horizontal encoder, maybe later on. Somehow, if we can like hand wire it, it's gonna be super difficult most probably. If it had just a little bit bigger package, I think this one is SAOP8. So if it was just a little bit bigger, like the encoders that we had before, might have been a little bit better. Okay, so what is left today to do? We can either try to remodel this one, so we can fit 5mm encoder inside. And we can also try, okay, where was it? Okay, I have the encoders over here. Oh, they're also small. Which one is smaller? Okay, this one seems to be smaller. Is there any? Okay, this one is 7, and I think this one is 5. Yeah, these are 5. So I think we'll try to redesign this so we can fit in one more push button over here, and with this encoder, and see if it works. And okay, and then we can also focus on trying to make it work if we put the push button underneath over here. So then we can like have only one button, but that will be kind of enough. Okay, so I guess we can jump into the CAD for now. Or can we? Let's do some cleanup on the desktop. Oh, I forgot to reprogram it, so instead of scrolling, I'll have A and B still. But that's fine. I don't think I'll be using it anyway anytime soon, so I guess I can just close that. Okay, so where were we? So this is our bottom part. Let's make it more colorful. Okay, so we'll be working on this part on harness. So what I need is one more support. I think I should. Okay, let's take a look because I see that we have something done over here. Okay, looks like we have something done. Okay, so if I can just move it and align the hole from here to the top. One more try. So like this and like so, and I want to align. Okay, looks like we should have enough space. It looks like it's aligned. Let's take a look. Yeah. Okay, seems fine. Most probably it's not fine, but that's fine. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's just remove the top from here. Okay, so this push button, it's over here. This part, I think I can hide it. Okay. So I should either pull this to here. Okay. Okay. So looks fine. But these walls are kind of too thick. If I can compare with this one. Okay, so we can make them smaller. I see this one is still kind of, I left it very thick. What's the thickness of this? 105. Oh, that's kind of low. Yeah, but it holds anyway. So let's make this one the same. 105. And let's move this over here closer. So this is like a spot that the push button is resting on. Okay, and I guess just this one more wall left for us. Okay. So, okay. We went like a little bit too short. Oh, that is fine actually. We don't really need those because I think we're still gonna have to chop off the legs from the encoder anyway. Okay, so I will just borrow these four. So we don't have to use this one when we are printing. And like this, I will copy and paste this one, and then I can rotate it around the center, like so. So if I make it 90, okay, minus 90. Okay, is it like in the center of this switch? We can quickly check. Yeah, it looks like it's in the center. I think I will leave some space over here. Let's take a look at the... Do we have an encoder prepared somewhere that is 5 millimeters? Do we have a mock-up anywhere? Yeah, we do. Okay, if I can move it. Okay, there is a slight chance that if we chop off the legs, it might fit. Okay, so for the 5 millimeters, we still need to... Or maybe I will just borrow the top from this one. Oh, there's too many. Okay, we need only this one and the top itself. Okay, I can hide the push buttons everywhere. And we can also hide our encoder. Okay, so the bottom we have already printed out, so that is fine. We don't need that. Oh, actually, no, we do, because we don't have this. Okay, forgot already about it. Okay, so I think we have to print both those parts. So, well, actually, no, well, I was right. We do have one part. We have the top ready. This part is over here. So this one is fine. So we can skip this part. So we don't need the top, but we need the bottom. Okay, we need this. And without this part. Okay, so far it looks good. If it only fits. Let's make it push button bottom, and this one is 5 millimeters. Okay, and I think we can send it to print. Okay, let me do a quick check on the print bed if it's clean. Okay, seems fine. So we can have a, we can pick at the printer what it's doing. Okay, so for now, so we have this part ready. Uh, okay, let's dismantle it. Well, we can leave it anyway because we will have a new bottom ready. I just keep throwing away stuff that I just did like last stream. And then next stream I will be searching for parts. Okay, so what can we do in the meantime? So we have the encoder, we have it tested. So we know it works with QMK. So that is great. I don't think we'll be needing this one for now. I don't think we will be testing anything yet. Okay, let's put it back. Then I was looking at this contraption. So, okay, we can dismantle this as well because we don't need it as well. So we know it works for now. So when I look at it, I mean, it looks kind of okay, but then at the same time, it looks kind of big. Like, if you look at it, I'm not that much happy with it. I mean, initially it looked fine, but now, yeah, I'm having like a second thoughts if it should go like this. Maybe we should just stick to the volume with this one, and we should maybe try to do something with the horizontal one, so we can look at it in CAD in a while. But first, I guess I would just dismantle this thing and desolder those wires. Need to do some cleanup on the desk. Too much stuff lying around. The horizontal one, if you can make it small, that it would fit into one key, I think that would be better. I mean, I like this one. I like how smooth it is and how easy it is to rotate. And like scoring would be nice, but if you look at it, like how much space does it occupy? I am a little bit less happy. I was thinking of putting it like in the middle of the keyboard somehow, like upside down, so that the knob would be, oh, come on, so that the knob would be like sticking out just a little bit from the edge of the keyboard, like so. Yeah, but that most probably not gonna work. I mean, we can look at it. We don't have enough thickness actually to fit in everything. Maybe if we go with the smaller bearings. I have a lot of stuff on the way that we could try, but everything is like in shipping. So we have the magnetic encoder coming. I have the smaller bearings also coming. I just received the big ones today, but I don't need any of them for now. They're quite thick, all of them. So for now, I don't really have use. Maybe we can like think about it sometime later. Maybe we can do something with them. But like for now, it's fine. So yeah, seems like we have a logistics problem. But at least we have those 5 mm ones for the mouse, so we can do some work with them for now. Okay, so how is the print going? 8 minutes left. That is fine. Nothing to be worried about. Okay, the question is, where do I have my horizontal one? Okay, I think it's over here. And I think it's also rotated wrongly. Okay, now it's correct because the Z is on top. Okay, what have we done so far? Not much from what I can see. Okay, so I think I'll have to move the harness to here. Okay, we have few elements too many because we won't be needing these for the push buttons. So I'm gonna just remove that. There's one more somewhere hiding. Okay, this one. Okay, so now I need to rotate. I think it should be minus 90. Okay, looks okay. So now we have to align this with our shaft over here. Yeah, with the 25 millimeters knob, it looks okay. With the smaller knob, oh, with this one should be good as well. How big is it actually? Radius is 8.5, so it's gonna be 15. Oh, maybe something, if we had something like, yes, am I correct? 8 and 8. No, it's 17 actually. 16, yeah, 17. If we had something like 20, maybe that would be like a good middle ground between 25 and 17. Actually, it should be lower. Should be over here. So let's copy and paste. Get rid of this one. Okay, so it has to be 10 then, right? If we want it to be 20. Okay, so let's move the harness. Yeah, I'm also curious, like, how deep does it have to be? I think we can trim it. Like, if we take a look, there is quite some space. So we can go as low. Okay, but can we? How we gonna put it inside? Well, no, not quite, because we need something to hold it. But there are those. Okay, I think we need to print it first and see how it goes. I think that would be better if we do it like this. So okay, let me just move it, the whole piece. Okay, so I want it to be, okay, if I make it like 0.8, what did I move? Okay, the first question is okay, so it's still too thick. How thick is this one? What's the size of this thing? Okay, 8.5, 855. Was it taken from any of our encoders before? Like, I mean, any of the knobs that we've been using before? If I can find any. Yeah, so we have the big one. Well, actually, that one wasn't that bad, to be honest. Okay, it's not here. Okay, I think I found it. I doubt any of them will be 8 millimeters tall. Yeah, this one is 15. And this one's probably, yeah, same. Okay, so it looks like we might have a problem as well, trying to fit this encoder somehow. Well, most probably won't be able to fit into one key. That is a little bit disappointing as well. This one is 8, this one is 5. Oh, and by accident I also found the missing magnet from one of those magnetic encoders. They always come with a magnet, so one went missing, and miraculously today I found it. So we can prepare our 5mm. I think the print is almost done. Yeah, it's done. Okay, I'll try to rip it off the build plate while it's hot. I'll be right back. Okay, fresh off the build plate. Let's see what are our options. Oh, looks like we have to cut the legs completely off. Okay, if I try to bend them, actually it looks kind of neat. Almost like it was factory made, like that. Okay, but can we fit this inside? That is the question. Yeah, it does fit. How cool is that? Yeah, so it looks like we can even bring back those holders over here. And it looks like it's a little bit smaller. How? Because it looks like it has some wiggle room. So this one is 9.6, more or less. And these are, okay, 10.5. So that's why we have more space over here. Okay, but it's not that bad. Looks promising. Okay, I need one more push button. And now the quest will be to find the exact height one, because they are so mixed up. They all look almost the same, but some are 4.9 and some are 4.6. Yeah, this one is 4.3. They do have some markings. This one is what? A15. And this one is too big. A14, whatever it means. .3. And this might be the one that I'm looking for. Yep, 4.9. Okay, so this one has no markings on the bottom. I mean, doesn't say any A or anything like that. It's just like this. So this one is 4.9, and the one that has this one says something A something. In the center it says A15. So this one is smaller. Anyway, so we have our bottom part, we have our switches. Okay, and now I'll try to put on the top without messing all the buttons. Okay, where's the screw? Okay, as usual, one screw is enough. So we have a nice click now. Yeah, looks like it's audible. Okay, so let's put on the bearing. It rotates. There is some space, more or less. Okay, and now in every direction there's a nice click. Yeah. This one is maybe... This one is less audible. Okay, let's put on the knob. It might be difficult to align because the encoder is kind of moving around. And most probably I'm gonna break it. Okay, I have a good visual from the bottom. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, it's moving around. Yeah, we have such a good click because the encoder is moving left and right. So we have enough, we have a lot of space, but like, yeah, rotating around is very wobbly. Okay, but we are onto something. Well, actually, it's not that wobbly. Like when I rotate, just a little bit. No, it's not acceptable. So we definitely need to tighten the bottom. Okay, so what was how big was it? 4.9. Or was it? 9.65, 9.6. So we should make it like 9.7. And it doesn't have these, like this encoder. It has this tiny metal thingy, like sticking out, like a rail, or I don't know how to call it actually. So this thing was helping us to keep it in place. We had like a special cutout for it, but this one doesn't have that. This one is completely flat. So we have to rely on this, or just to make it tight, like on this and this wall. So it's 9.6. So we should make it 9.7 if you want to have anything out of it. Okay, but that's not the one actually we've been working on. I just want to take a look. How much bigger it is from 1905? Well, not that much. So it's just 2 millimeters bigger. And how was the distance from here to here? Okay, this one is 3 millimeters. So I don't think we can cut anything from here. Also, I'm not quite sure if like just 8.5 millimeters will be enough for the knob to rotate. We can test that sometime later. Okay, so let's go back to let's make it 1U, because this is like one key size. It's gonna be demanding to fit everything into one key. Maybe we can make it. If not, then we can maybe extend to like 1 to 5. It's not that big. I mean, 1.25 normal length of the key. So it's gonna be, yeah, something that's maybe 1905 times 1.25. And I don't know because it just vanished. Okay, it's gonna be 23.8. Okay, so 125 is not actually that bad. It's something that I think we can deal with. Yeah, it's almost 24 millimeters. So we would have like extra 2 millimeters from here. Well, it's still not that much actually. It sounds like it's a lot, but it's really not. Okay. Let's go back to our previous design. So we are here, and that one was 9.6. So I said 9.7. So from here to the center, we want 9.7 by 2, 485. Okay, so 4.85. And we can move this one as well. Actually, we won't be needing this. As I said, this encoder doesn't have that. Okay, for some reason I can't move it, because most probably because of this. Okay, now it should allow me. Okay, I can feel this and feel this. Okay. Okay, so this should technically hold it, But let's take a look at the original one. And maybe we can bring this as well. So I will just copy this and paste it over here. Okay, so we have everything on one level right now, and this should help us to maybe lock the legs, this thing. The things on the side. Maybe this will help to have a good hold. Alrighty. So we have that. Okay, I think I'm gonna, at least I'm gonna send it to print. I'm not quite sure if we can finish today with this one, but let's see how it goes. Worth starting anyway. Okay, so okay, so we have our model updated, and let's go and print. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to check the print bed. I always forget to remove the priming line that it makes at the start on the edge, but this time I didn't. Okay, so while it's doing something, I'm not quite sure if we can finish on this stream, but let's take a look first. Before we finish for today, let's take a look on this 1U encoder. So we have our bottom, we have the harness, and we have the knob. Okay, so it looks like this. So if you want to fit into 1905, so we would have to move the harness quite a lot actually. Yeah, like so. And now if we want to have like maybe point, I don't know, 0.6 at least space. So what will be the thickness of the knob? 7 millimeters. So that is not much. That might be not enough to rotate it at all. Yeah, but we still need to wait on this. I don't have these bearings yet. Yeah, so we are kind of like locked down anyway. Okay, so we have this one printing. Okay, I guess that will be it for today. We have the sprint running. We don't really have much possibilities right now to deal with this one. I need those parts to be able to tell if it's gonna fit or not. Most probably it won't. You won't be able to fit into one key. Yeah. So today we managed at least to figure out that we can use those mouse encoders, no problems, with QMK with this default resolution of 4. So that is good for us. And we also have this done in a way. Yeah, we can still in the next stream. Maybe I will prepare off stream, or maybe we'll work on it. I will redesign this to fit the small one, the 5 millimeters from Kale, the small encoder, because we need more space. Well, actually, it already is 5, but it's moving, so we definitely need to make it. We need to make it more stable. So that's what is printing right now, and we still need to check if we can have the push button underneath somehow. Or maybe we can use smaller push buttons and put them closer to the shaft. Yeah, but most probably that would be also difficult to route them later, because like from here we have an easy access to all the wires, and if we have something like, if we use one of those surface mount push buttons, that's gonna be a struggle again. Yeah, so this, well, actually what I need the most right now is those parts for the encoder, for the horizontal one. So yeah, I guess that will be it for today. At least we got the encoder working with QMK, so I know it's not a bug that if I change resolution that it's like freaking out. So that is good. That's what I was expecting to achieve. Yeah, I can't also wait for these magnetic encoders. Well, this one is too small. I can't really solder that with the wires, sadly. At least not now. Maybe if we really push it. Looks very discouraging, to be honest. But we'll see how it goes. As they say, nothing is impossible. Well, I guess that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining. As usual, not much progress, a lot of work and not much progress at all. But we are slowly getting there. I can't wait to finish Chordie. It's been like sitting on my mind for quite some time already. So would like to make it like the final version, to explore all the possibilities that I have and to just finalize it. Thank you, Ruda Brother, for joining. Always pleasure to have you around. Yeah, and last thing before I go, I have a small announcement. I will be traveling for some time. So the next stream will be somewhere around, let me quickly check the calendar for you. Yeah, so our next stream will be 16th of June. I should be back by then. Hopefully revitalized, full of strength, and happy to continue the work. So yeah, also I hope that by then I will receive all the parts that I need. Maybe I will order some additional ones while I'm away. I see how it goes, and hopefully by then everything will arrive so we can have more fun with all those encoders, bearings, PCBs, and all this sort of stuff. But for today, thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great one, and I see you in June. Keep an eye on the schedule. I will update it when I'm back, and I will post upcoming stream on YouTube on the day that will actually happen. So you can also check that. You can subscribe. Bye bye, Ruda Brody. Thank you for joining. Yeah, okay. Once again, thank you very much, everyone, for joining, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye. Take care.